Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Wealth
Room
Room
Podcast.
Podcast.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? How you doing,
How you
man?
doing, my brother?
All right, guys. Please do well to like, subscribe, and share to all your friends because today's episode is going to be one that is going to be very, very spectacular. We are talking about mindset.
Hmm.
That's what we're going to be talking about today. And this segment in particular is going to be divided into two sections. And for the two sections, actually, you know what? Just kind of to double back on mindset.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about mindset, you talk about the way one's mind is conditioned to always think.
Perception.
Yeah, how one views the world, how
Mhm.
one takes and receives things, and one's reactions
Mhm.
to them. So, in relation to the Welcome Pod,
Yes.
and financial services that we always
Exactly.
talk about,
Mhm.
we're talking about two particular topics, two
Mhm.
particular core
Yes.
topics,
I
which
think
are
I think I can take it from there, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So this mindset is just an ordinary mindset. We're talking about the money mindsets and then what the spending
spending
mindset.
Yeah.
mindset. That's
So
it.
this episode of this particular segment, we're going to be talking about the money mindsets.
Yep.
What is money mindsets
Mhm.
and how how our perception to money shape our income and our spending and
You
how
know,
we can
yeah.
yeah.
Speaking on that, actually, speaking on money and everything, because we were kind of like having a little bit of rodeo before we started shooting,
Yeah.
and there was a question that was going around just in between us, and want to throw it out there to our viewers. Um, why is it that someone who is earning like about 40 to 50,000 a year
Mhm.
goes on to become a millionaire? Because I mean, we always know that people who become millionaires don't start off as millionaires.
Exactly.
They start off as, from very,
Yeah.
very basic jobs, very, flipping burgers or doing some
Yeah.
Hortons. So why is it that people who are always in those category of 40K, 50K, always going to become millionaires? And then you see people earning 400K, which was what I was debating with you about. And I was like,
Yes.
that is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, you see people earning 400K a year, and that's like almost 33 or 34,000 in a month.
Yes.
Always being limited by that mentality and not, they're always living paycheck to paycheck all the time. Why would you say, or for what reason would you say that such things actually happen? Is it as a result of mindset or otherwise?
Should I
Yeah,
say
you
something
can
about
you
that?
can.
Okay, yeah. For me, I would say it's mindset as well. It's
Mhm.
mindset because you're making 400K. So, there's money, right? You want to spend the money.
Yep.
And this system you have right now
Yep.
can easily throw you off the bus. What I mean by that is that you can get you can get whatever you want to get. Like you want to get house, you want to get cars,
Yep.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Yep.
and it is very easy for them to throw all this to you while you think you are living a luxurious life,
Yeah.
but you are in debt. Yeah,
Mm.
right. You are in debt, so you have money. You feel you have access to all of these, and
Yeah.
like the money is coming,
The
right?
money's coming.
But
Yeah.
someone that has like making like 40K
K in a
probably
year.
is saving.
Yeah.
The person is saving, and
Mm.
they already like budgeted like they are spending.
Yeah.
So I just feel it's just
A mindset.
the mindset as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Rewind.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay.
What you're talking about is this. You're saying that how could people that are earning $40,000 to $50,000
Mhm.
every year go on to become millionaires? Why people that are earning roughly 400,000 that we can think, okay, yeah, these people are like rich people, right?
Yeah.
But they still end up being broke. Well, I can give you the answer, just like you said.
Mm.
It's not about the income that they earn.
Mm-hmm.
It's about
The
the
mindset.
mindset.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now this now take us to what? What is that mindset? What is the definition of this money mindset?
Mm.
So that is the definition. That's what I believe that is the core of what we are looking at here today.
So
And
what
I
is your
believe,
definition?
yeah. So my definition is that the money mindsets are the set of beliefs that are inside of an individual that make them, that restrict them, that constrain them from becoming a millionaire. So when you have a poor mindset, are you getting me now? You have a poor set of belief that you believe that, oh, rich people are greedy, or you believe that people that have money, they are so busy that they don't have time for family or for themselves.
Or you believe that
This
they're
kind of,
lucky.
yeah, exactly. Or you believe that they are lucky. Then you don't want to become rich.
Yeah.
Then you tell yourself, well, I have to spend all I have because all I have is what is in front of me. So you don't want to seek for improvement in terms of your education when it comes to
Yeah.
money. So these beliefs are constraints to making to having that financial freedom.
So from my own understanding of what you're saying, you're
Yes.
saying that money mindset, or rather poor money mindset, is what stops people, or is kind of like an innate thing that restricts an individual from becoming rich, basically.
Yes.
And so this mindset is attributed to thoughts like, oh, the rich are lucky, or the rich are probably too busy for
Money
their
is too hard to
families,
make,
or
right?
money is hard to make. Oh, so
So I don't want to take risk.
hmm,
Yeah.
hmm,
What do you think?
hmm. I mean, I do agree with that, but I would like to like further like break down the term money mindset. And in the essence, I want to understand, like, for the average person now,
Yes.
for the average person, what would you say would be the right mentality, the right money mindset to adopt? Because from what I'm getting by what you said, there are different types of money mindset. There's the poor type of money mindset, and I don't know, the other type of
The
money
efficient
type of money mindset.
Yes.
So basically, which amongst these two mindset now, of course, clearly you're trying to say that the poor one is the one that restricts one. So the other one is the one that basically makes one advance. And so what thoughts would you say? And this is a question I'm throwing out to the both of you now, because what thoughts would you guys actually say would be something that an individual should adopt? Like what are the kind of thoughts that one should have that can guarantee one like being lifted of these restrictions that the average man always
Well,
restricts himself to?
before I give an answer to that,
Mhm.
we need to first look at the root cause. When we talk about belief system can come from a culture, can come from religion, it can even come from childhood experiences, right? So there are so many, or even environment. So there are so many reasons why people have a certain, belief system or belief, mindset.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when you look at that, and when you look at these, cultural, social, religious, reasons, they are still, they can still be categorized under the common and then the uncommon environment that we always talk about. When you find yourself in the, common environment,
Oh.
then you can have these kind of beliefs systems that are limiting you to fully actualizing yourself
Yeah.
when it comes to making money, having the right financial education for you to be able to like make money, keep money, and then spend money the right way. So you need, what I would say is that you need first to understand the root cause because it's very relative to individual. It might be your religion is restricting you to the way you invest. I have some Muslim friends out there. They always tell me, "Oh, I can't have a life insurance." So that is a belief system. I get me now. So now, how do you think these kind of people can get out of that belief system? It's about them moving from that common environment they are finding themselves and then going into the uncommon environment. That is washing out or pushing out all those those mindsets, taking them out and then moving into the uncommon environment where things are done
And
differently.
I feel you just have to like challenge yourself and not feeling comfortable like at
Mm.
where they are, you know,
Yeah.
and also, you know, take risk.
Mm.
Yeah, take risks that, you know, take calculated risks rather. Let me just put it that way.
Calculated risk.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Mm.
yeah.
That is a good thing. I mean, I understand where you guys are coming from, especially when it comes to shifting your mindset.
Yes.
But okay, now, so let me kind of like first of all understand on just for our viewers, how does one know that they have a poor money mindset? How does one know? Like, how would one know that? Oh yes, I'm like. What are the signs that shows that one has a poor
I would
money
say
mindset?
the poor spending habits. Yeah, spending habits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah.
That is, they spend first when they get their
When you
paycheck.
get your money,
You get
your
you first,
paycheck,
yeah, you spend first.
I
instead
mean, I
of you
like to think that we're
see,
all everybody
yeah,
is kind of
yeah,
guilty of
but
that.
Everyone is
feel
actually
yeah, well, yeah, yeah. But instead of, you know, when you get your first paycheck, you know,
Yeah.
prioritize saving first
Mm.
before clearing out the other, you know, bills.
Yeah.
Maybe out of maybe take like 30% or 20%, you know, or even 10% of your paycheck. Save it first. And after that, you know, clear all the bills.
Mm.
I think I might have a poor money mindset, honestly, because I'm thinking right now, if I have to prioritize saving over clearing bills, those savings are still going to save me from those bills. So
Bro, see,
why don't I just
So
do
what I
those
would-
problem
bills
not the finish.
instead
what I
Oh.
of
will advise you is
doing
that
the saving?
you need to read financial books. They are like your daily guide. They will guide
But
your mind.
what about people? Because I mean,
You
I
know,
know for our viewers, and I'm not speaking
people
for myself.
that
Oh.
cannot read.
What
they
about
need-
people? Not
they-
just people that cannot read, but like
Yeah.
people who find it difficult to read. What would you? Are there other sources that you would say are out there?
Find
Aside
yourself in a
books.
company that will help you to shape your mindset.
So basically, the uncommon environment that we always talk
Yes,
about.
go to the uncommon
And
environment.
also, they should just like prioritize saving. One thing I know is that problem no the finish. There will always be something you want to pay, you want to, you know, bills.
That's interesting.
But when you prioritize your saving, whatever is left, you pay the bills.
Mhm.
By doing that, by, you know, cultivating that habit, you still, you know, you have something like emergency funds.
Exactly.
You can always run back to, like, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I believe I think I agree with Emmanuel too.
Mm.
You know, learn first,
Mhm.
then start saving.
Yes. Yes.
Learn first and then start saving.
Yeah.
Start saving, and then budget
Yeah.
very well.
Budget.
The way
Budgeting is another, you know, financial education that you need to, you know, to
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
It's very,
Okay.
very important.
So just one last question before we end this part one and switch over to part two, which is spending mindset. Um, there are those that fear saving, there are those that fear investing, there are those that fear that, oh, putting my money in something and maybe it might not yield as much as I want it to yield. What would you say would be, because you said something, you mentioned taking calculated risks,
Yeah.
right? One should always take calculated risks. But are there ways by which one can um minimize, or rather like basically find themselves taking risks that are okay, like for example, let me give an example. I've heard of stories of people who've put their money in places and they've lost it. Insurance, savings accounts, many types of situations like that. And people have lost it. So is there a particular advice, or are there like things that you would advise, especially to our listeners out there, on what they can do to get rid of these fears? You know, for those who, you know, because you've given two major advice, find yourself in an environment, save. But for people who don't have access to these things, as a as like on a personal note, are there exercises that one can take towards basically overcoming these fears, this mindset, and all of that?
Yes, I believe there are a lot of things that we can do,
Mm.
to alleviate these fears. Fear is part of human nature.
Mm.
I believe that risk taking should also be part of our nature.
Mm.
I can never advise anyone not to take risk, because taking risk is what will make you that money in the first place.
Yeah.
Now, how do you take risk? You have to take calculated risk.
Yep.
So first, before you go into investment or you go into this and that, you need to first look for people that are well versed in in this financial markets. Reach out to them,
Yeah.
then learn from them. Then you can able to understand. You can play around financial markets. You can do a lot of like online courses and everything just to understand how to invest, how to save. I know all these kind of materials out there,
Yeah.
and then you'll be fine.
I can give example of like all these places you can invest that are their risks are minimal. FHSA, not FHSA, sorry, TFSA rather.
TFSAs.
Yeah, they are low risk investments. TFSA, what else again?
We have they're called registered accounts. We have them in all like that, just like man is saying. TFSA, we have RSP.
Yeah.
We have GICs.
Yeah.
Though I will not advise you to even invest in GICs.
Yeah.
Unless you are investing a huge amount of money, because that's where you can get your money's worth out of GICs. But there are what I would just say is that find your risk level,
Yes.
and then stick to it.
Yep.
And that's it.
You've heard that, our viewers. You have heard from the experts. And honestly, if you want to know more, please do subscribe, like the channel, like this video.
Then they can
share.
DM us too.
Oh yeah, please DM us as well. That is very important, because if you feel like, oh, where should I start seeking for this financial knowledge or messaging this financial advisors or whatever, start here. Start
we are
at the
available
Wealth
at the
Pod.
Wealth Room Pod.
And we are always ready to hear your requests and whatever questions that you have. So please do well to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the part 2 in this episode on the
Exactly.
Wealth Room
Podcast.
Podcast.
All right.